Hello and welcome to the channel. Now before I begin, I just want to let you know that this is a non-spoiler review of Bumblebee. However, if you want a spoiler review, then subscribe to the channel as I'm releasing a spoiler review that goes into massive detail about the movie soon. With that now aside, let's begin. For those who don't know, the Bumblebee movie is a spin-off Transformer movie about Bumblebee directed by Travis Knight. Nevertheless, usually the live-action Transformer movies are directed by Michael Bay, but due to the recent underperformance of this movie franchise as a whole, Transformers took a different route by appointing a new director. In my opinion, the overall story as well as side plots were well thought out and developed, creating an entirely new story that incorporates some references to the other movies, as well as other Transformer media, and not taking the casual approach that other Transformer films do, where the Transformers are usually fighting over an artifact. The story is consistent with captivating moments, action points, as well as character development for the majority of the cast. Furthermore, it is clear that the team behind this movie paid more attention to making an outstanding story rather than overusing explosion effects. Regarding the looks and appearances of the Transformers on a whole, they took a slightly more Generation 1 take on how all the Transformers looked. So rather than them appearing to be made up of small components and parts, they are more encased and in larger parts. In my opinion, the design of the Transformers in this movie bear a striking resemblance to the Transformers from the War for Cybertron games. On the other hand, some fans prefer this look, as it is easier to tell exactly whether a character is an Autobot or Decepticon, with their brighter color schemes and their slightly more noticeable symbols on their bodies. Additionally, the Decepticons on a whole look less animalistic and more humanoid in Bumblebee than they did in the other movies, maybe to give their film's younger viewers less nightmares.
And last but not least, I'll suck your brains!
First off, all of the main characters in Bumblebee are relatively new to the Transformer universe, or at least weren't very well known before. Nevertheless, Bumblebee, the Decepticon antagonists, and the human cast had good character development where their backstories, the choices they made, the situations they were placed in, shaped who they were up until the very end of the movie. However, unlike most Transformer movies, Bumblebee had a very small casting of main Transformer characters when you compare it to Revenge of the Fallen. But the movie compensates for this by building on how Bumblebee changes throughout the movie and the personalities of the Decepticon antagonists. Let me just say, these two things were not absent in the movie. The humor was very evenly distributed throughout the film and made for perhaps some of the most enjoyable moments out of all the Transformer films. But this didn't mean the humor was overdone.
Definitely a tiger, because he has the eye of the tiger.
He does have the eye of the tiger.
Are you sure about that?
Moving on to the action in the movie, in my opinion, I thought that the action was pretty well done and edited, as the fight scenes were fluent and actually could be followed instead of being a blurry mess. The action also had both the Autobots and Decepticons fight in their alt modes consistently, which I really liked, as it shows how the alt modes can be used for other things than just a disguise or just to look good in the film. Overall, I was really surprised with the film and I thought it was fantastic. It had a great story, great characters and great action. Instead of the Transformers just appearing as emotionless killing machines like most of the other movies portrayed them as, the Bumblebee movie showed that they are more than that they are actually alive and have emotions. Oh, and another thing, if you wanted this film to be a reboot of the franchise or not, there's no reason to worry as of yet. The film demonstrates that it can be both. We will just have to wait and see. So, in conclusion, I think Bumblebee might be the best Transformer movie yet, and is definitely worth a watch if you have the time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by dropping a like and consider subscribing if you want to see a spoiler review of Bumblebee or more Transformer videos in general. Well, I guess I'll see you next time.